Welcome back to Upcoming Cruiser Bikes, your go-to destination for the most exciting two-wheeled machines heading our way. Today, we're diving deep into a name that's iconic in every sense of the word, a motorcycle that carries the raw spirit of American V-twin culture. Say hello to the 2025 Harley-Davidson Iron 1200. This bike isn't just a model, it's a statement. With Harley-Davidson doubling down on its classic cruiser heritage while also leaning into modern performance, the Iron 1200 for 2025 might just be the perfect blend of old-school soul and new-age muscle. Whether you're a die-hard Harley rider or just cruiser curious, this one's going to grab your attention. A familiar name with fresh fire. The Iron 1200 isn't a new name in Harley's lineup. It first carved out its place in the Sportster family years ago, bridging the gap between stripped-down simplicity and custom-inspired style. But as emissions regulations tightened and the original Evolution engine lineup began to phase out, many thought the Iron 1200 had seen its last days. Fast forward to 2025, and Harley-Davidson is proving everyone wrong, bringing the Iron 1200 back with a vengeance, re-engineered from the ground up but keeping everything riders loved about the original. The dark finishes, the aggressive stance, the mid-rise bars, and that thunderous 1,200 cubic centimeters soul. Engine and performance, evolution is out, revolution is in. Let's get to the heart of it. The 2025 Iron 1200 will not be powered by the old Evolution engine. Instead, it's expected to feature a revised version of Harley's Revolution Max platform, the same tech-savvy V-twin that powers the Sportster S and Nightster, but tuned differently for this model. We're looking at a 1,250 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled V-twin, or possibly a slightly detuned 975 cubic centimeters variant, depending on how Harley wants to position this bike in the market. Either way, expect torque-heavy performance, likely in the ballpark of 85 to 100 horsepower and a strong 70-plus lb-ft of torque. That's a serious step up from the old 1200 Evo, while still delivering the punch and soul that Iron 1200 riders expect. Thanks to liquid cooling and variable valve timing, the new engine will run cooler, cleaner, and more efficiently, making the 2025 Iron 1200 a legitimate modern cruiser that can go toe-to-toe with European and Japanese rivals in both performance and refinement. Classic style, modern bones. Here's the magic of the 2025 Iron 1200, it still looks like a classic Harley. Think blacked-out finishes, minimalist bodywork, and that unmistakable silhouette that screams attitude from every angle. Expect a teardrop tank, likely with vintage-inspired graphics, and a short rear fender that leaves just enough of the back tire exposed to keep things raw. The peanut-style tank from previous Iron models might make a comeback, but with slightly more capacity for practical range. We're talking 3.5 to 4 gallons, which should offer 160 to 180 miles of range on average. The riding position will keep the mid-controls and mini-ape handlebars that made the original Iron 1200 such a unique beast. It's aggressive yet upright, and perfect for city cruising, boulevard runs, or carving backroads with style. Frame and handling, sporty cruising reborn. One of the most exciting changes for the 2025 Iron 1200 is its chassis. Gone is the old steel frame from the Sportster days. In comes a lighter, stiffer, and more performance-oriented frame, likely borrowed from the current Sportster S architecture, but modified to suit the Iron's more laid-back, traditional vibe. Expect improved cornering clearance, better weight distribution, and a more refined ride overall. The suspension setup should include beefy front forks and a preload adjustable rear monoshock, giving it better road manners than the old twin-shock Iron ever could. Harley's newer frames and geometry mean this Iron 1200 isn't just for show anymore, it'll actually hustle through curves and stay composed when pushed hard. The low center of gravity will still make it feel planted at low speeds, perfect for urban cruising and traffic slicing. Tech features, discreet but smart. The 2025 Iron 1200 won't go full digital like the Sportster S, but it's not going to be a bare-bones throwback either. Expect a single digital/analog combo instrument cluster, showing speed, gear, fuel level, and trip data. Harley might even add Bluetooth connectivity through the Harley-Davidson app, letting riders access NAV prompts and media control without cluttering the dash. Safety tech will be subtle but present. ABS, traction control, and selectable ride modes could all be offered, along with LED lighting throughout for better visibility and a sleeker look. What you won't see is a giant touchscreen or radar systems, and that's by design. The Iron 1200 isn't trying to be a touring bike or tech-laden platform. It's for riders who want muscle, attitude, and minimal distractions. Exhaust note and feel, that Harley roar. What's a Harley without that iconic rumble? The new Revolution Max engine doesn't sound quite like the old Evolution, but with some tuning, and maybe an aftermarket pipe or two, the 2025 Iron 1200 will still deliver that deep, throaty bark that shakes the streets. It won't be obnoxious, but it won't be tame either. Expect a low-frequency growl that lets people know you've arrived. More importantly, you'll feel it, that classic Harley throb, tuned to hit right in the chest. Smooth at cruise, raw when pushed. It's not just a sound, it's an experience. Customization, a blank canvas for expression. Harley knows their riders love to customize, and the Iron 1200 has always been one of the most modded bikes in the lineup. That won't change for 2025. Expect a full range of Harley-Davidson accessories, different seats, bars, mirrors, exhausts, fairings, pegs, and even factory-tuned performance kits. The aftermarket world will also jump on this model quickly, giving riders even more ways to make their Iron uniquely theirs. From cafe-style builds to club-style machines, this is a bike that begs for personal touches. Price and positioning, the affordable rebel. So where does this model land? Harley will likely price the 2025 Iron 1200 somewhere between the Nightster and Sportster S, meaning a ballpark figure of $10,500 to $12,000 depending on options. That keeps it accessible for younger or newer Harley riders, while still giving it enough performance to satisfy veteran V-twin fans. Compared to Indian's Scout Rogue or Yamaha's Bolt R spec, the Iron 1200 holds its own, and with that Harley badge, you know you're getting access to a global community, huge dealer network, and one of the most recognized motorcycle brands in the world. The 2025 Harley-Davidson Iron 1200 is more than just a new model. It's a rebirth of a street cruiser legend. It blends the style and attitude of the original Iron series with modern performance, smart technology, and real-world usability. It's raw. It's powerful. It's unmistakably Harley, but finally updated for today's rider. Whether you're a longtime cruiser fan or someone who's been waiting for a Harley that checks all the boxes without breaking the bank or your back, this Iron 1200 is worth the wait. That's a wrap on our deep dive into the 2025 Harley-Davidson Iron 1200. What do you think? Does the return of the Iron stir your soul, or are you still holding out for the return of a carbureted dinosaur? We want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell us what you'd mod first on your Iron, pipes, bars, seat, or something wild. And if you love content like this, long-form, detailed, and full of passion for all things two-wheeled, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a ride with upcoming cruiser bikes. We've got more reviews, previews, and in-depth breakdowns of the most exciting upcoming cruisers of 2025. Until then, keep it loud, keep it real, and keep it locked to upcoming cruiser bikes.